Hey guys, this is Miriam at High Life Auto. I am out doing a virtual test drive on a 2009 Chevy Malibu. If you've never been on my virtual test drives before, the way it works is I drive the vehicle on video and I tell you what I see, hear, think, smell, and feel to give you the best indication of being in the driver's seat without actually being in the driver's seat. I'm not a mechanic. This is not meant to be a 182-point inspection. Rather, this is meant to be a sneak peek into how the vehicle drives and any potential issues I notice as we're going along. So we'll take a look around the vehicle and then we'll go for a drive. So sometimes I make fun of my husband because he'll buy a car on the driver's side and then I get out to go drive it and the passenger side is like all dented in. And so I'm pretty sure he bought this car from the rear end and you'll see why. Okay, so here is this car. Looks pretty decent. I mean, I don't see any rust. Okay, so then we're gonna walk around to the front. It's a little bit beat up. You know, at least we got silver duct tape on there, so it matches the car. Pretty good. You're missing a headlight. Cosmetic stuff, probably not the end of the world. And what that means for you is that means that you're going to get a better deal on this car. So, if you can handle a little bit of cosmetic damage, or if you want to, you know, replace the bumper and maybe the driver's side fender, you know, hey, you'll be good to go, because it looks like that might be just what it is right there. A couple things. If you have that ability, more power to you. Or if you don't care, if you just want a car that runs good, there you go. So here is the passenger side. Looks pretty decent. Like, there's very little rust, if any. Like, I don't see any. Tires probably need to be replaced. They're at the wear bars. But here's the inside. The inside's in pretty decent condition, as far as I can tell. Just a basic, just the LT model. Probably got to unlock the doors. Unlock. Well, maybe this door either doesn't unlock or it doesn't open from the outside. I'm not sure which one. Let me try and do a little bit of niggling. I don't know where the lock is. So, I think the door is locked, but I don't, there is no, as far as I can tell, there's no little, thingamajigger in there. So, something's going on with that door. Here is, back tires are pretty good, probably 75%. Not bad on the back end. You've got a little bit of a crack right there. Tail light must be cracked, and a little bit of a dent over here. So cosmetically it needs a little bit of work, but let's go drive it and see what we've got. Okay, it does have 154,000 miles on it. It's an 09, so it's got decent miles. On the dash we've got a tire pressure light, and that's it. So we're going to go kind of for a drive. Go check this out. Radio works. Is the air conditioning button. It's that button. Trying to push some buttons and try and check some things. Air conditioning seems to be working. Change it to heat. Ooh, heat works really good. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, so we've got radio and we've got air conditioning works, and then we're gonna turn my headlights on. It's starting to get a little bit dark. I'm gonna go check this out. It is almost empty on gas, so I'm gonna put my phone down for just a minute. Sorry, there's a sheriff right there getting gas, and I don't have plates on, and I got my seatbelt on at least, but they probably don't take too kindly to making videos while you're driving either. So, we'll see what happens. I haven't got pulled over yet doing these, but you know, you never know what happens. There's a first time for everything, right? So this is probably going to be one of my last video test drives tonight, just because of the sun going down. I'm going to roll up my window. It is driving well, pulls a little bit to the left. The That could be the bad tires. A little bit of a vibration. Again, I think it's probably the tires. But it shifted through all the gears just fine. I think the RPM gauge probably is not working correctly. Because it says I've got 0 RPMs on it. So there's that, but I'm obviously not at 0 RPMs. Drives good though. It shifted through all the gears just fine. It's got the pull. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to set the cruise. Let's see, set. Okay, cruise does work. Setting our cruise in at about 60. Got an info button here. Check tire pressure, service tire monitor. 59 degrees, 154,000 miles. Fuel range 51 miles. 81 miles instantaneous gas mileage. That's pretty dang good. Oil life, we're still at 50%. So it's not reading the tire pressure, so some of your monitors are not working. Sometimes you can let a little bit air out of the monitor and then put a little bit of air back in and it will start reading again. Just kind of depends. I've never been down this far, but I wasn't really paying attention while I was driving, so I'm down farther than I was. But this seems to be all right. Yes, it does have some cosmetic things going on, and I know there are a lot of people who, for whatever reason, would rather have a pretty car than a mechanically sound car. But, you know, there are other people who also are okay with a little bit of cosmetic stuff as long as they can jump in it and get from A to B, get to where they're going, and they can trust it. So, you know, that's me. My Cadillac is black and white and spotted and painted, half painted and half not painted. But it ran good. I knew I could get in it anytime and I could drive across the country if I wanted to. So I'm one of those people that don't care about cosmetics, but I get it if you do. Everybody has different things. So what I know about this one is it seems to run and drive fine. Everything seems to work on it. There's a little bit of vibration. You're probably going to need tires before winter on the front. The rear ones were pretty good, so I think you'll be okay on those. And then just probably that RPM gauge right there. I know Chevy trucks have issues with stepper motors, which is something in this instrument cluster that just makes those gauges not function correctly, and so you replace the little stepper motor. I don't know if that's what it is. I just know that's, you know, kind of something I've seen in the past in Chevy trucks. So I don't know if Chevy cars are similar. Other than that, I mean, you can always just get, if the RPM thing bothered you, you could just get a new instrument cluster for probably $100 and just throw it in there. Probably 5 screws and probably just throw it in there. So that's the best I can give you. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic, but I try and tell you what I know and what I can figure out just based on my experience in the car business. Definitely check the description after you watch this video or before you watch this video or whatever. This video is the first thing. I'm the first one to drive it. This is the first impressions. After this, Wheeler will drive it. I'm going to put my phone down again because there's a sheriff again. After this, Wheeler will drive it and he'll put a description on it with any new or updated or extra information that we may have. And then if you have any questions after that, you're welcome to call or text me or my husband. My phone number is 309-267-7200. Matt's phone number is 309-337-1049. And we can try and answer any further questions. Thanks, guys.